Oh, this is a collector. I've back work on this 56 a little bit. I got here and started putting some round and black tires on it to hold air to make it into a roller. Just something to make it roll. And I run onto a snafu around here. I got around this side and the brakes were froze to the drum. So I had to pry the brake, take the wheel bearing out of one and pry around all kinds of levers and tools and stuff. And pry the brake drum off. And what them got on them from the factory, here's the hub, original one. It's got an inner race. See them round ball bearings? That race fits on like so. And then the outer bearing, there, it's got a race too. I don't know where it got off to, but it disappeared. But what I like to do with these old deals, means I'm here. This is the front hub from a 61 through 68 Chevy full-size car. It's tapered bearings, and that'll fit right on there. See? It'll fit right on there. You take that 56 drum, and what that does, that gives you better bearings on the front. You get tapered rollers. So, to get that drum off of there, it's riveted to that 56 hub. You got to grind them off, take a center punch, and beat on it to the wall, and it'll fall off there. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to redo the brake shoes and stuff on it. This had new brakes on it, but it's been more years than I remember. Okay, I got this old tire and wheel I'm going to put on the front of here. And it's not really good for the front, but I'm going to put it on here for a roller. That's a Camaro wheel. See how it's got an offset right there? How deep that is? And then on the back side. But what it is, when you go put a tire on one of these wheels, you don't take it off or on from the front side. You take it off, see there's a drop center there. You take it off from the back, on off from the back side. Now I got a couple of these old wheels I'm going to put on the back. I got some 205s for the back and 195 14ths for the front. That'll make it lower to the ground. But actually, you want a wheel that don't have a whole lot of positive offset to the outside, because when you put it on here, you get a lot of extra pressure on this outer wheel bearing. And it's hard on the wheel bearings. Okay. I was thinking back the first 56 Chevy I had. I got it all year or so before I ever met Debbie. And it was yellow and black, 4-door, 6-cylinder, 3-speed on the tree. And the outside paint wasn't bad on it. The interior was raggedy, and it had a hole in the heater core, and it'd fog up the windshield. Turn signals, all that worked on it. And I bought it from a guy who for $30. It had this battery in it, and I guess it come from Oklahoma Tire Supply or Western Auto or somewhere. And it said strong box, and it had made this design around outside. It was made to look like an old strong box from a stagecoach. And all around that edge there what looked like rivets at first that they had on there. I got to looking at with some kind of Chinese writing, and I always, or Japanese or something. I was wondering what they were saying on that writing. But anyway, that battery was dead, and I put it on trickle charger 3 or 4 days, and it started up and started the old car. Title was messed up. This guy, parents had died, and his family's parents had died, and the car was in their mother's name. And they didn't probate her estate. All they did was they got along and they divided everything up, and that oldest boy got the car. Well, he has it a while, and he decides to sell it to another guy, and where his mother would have had to sign it, the signature owner seller, he signed it. And this guy wrote his name and address on it. And he went down to the revenue office, and they just laughed at him and said, "That ain't gonna work. You just ruined the title on that car." So I give him $30 for it. And that's why I never did worry about it much, because I only had $30 in it. So I started putting my chainsaw and stuff in the trunk and everything, and driving around up in the woods when I was cutting logs. And later on, me and Debbie, her brother, went down there in this old field and was driving around, running over the bushes and just using a bush buggy. And her brother decides to run over an ironwood bush. And he hit that ironwood clump of deal, and I told him not to, but I couldn't. Before I could stop him, he hit it, and he mashed the front bumper in, the radiator, and the grill in, and put the radiator into the fan. So I didn't do no more with it. I pulled the 3-speed transmission out, put my pickup, and I sold somebody else the motor for $40. And I should have kept it, and I hauled it off to Hummelstein's for scrap. I think I got like $53 out of it, something like that. It had a real good tinted windshield in it. It had a lot of chrome and trim on it, but that's what happened to a lot of them old cars. I kept the rear end out of it, but don't have it anymore. But anyway, I just thought I'd do a short video on this 56 to show you where I'm at on it. I hadn't put the starter on it, tried to start the engine or anything yet. The master cylinder around here, I done took it off because I looked down there and it was all, the fluid all looked bad and everything. I thought, well, I just want to take that master cylinder apart and clean it. So there's what we got for where the master cylinder was. And that's the regulator for that alternator I put on here. You see that?
Yes.
That's that regulator.
Okay.
There's the alternator. See, I made a bracket and I put an alternator, took the generator off of it.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm going to have some hot day. I'm going to have some of this iced tea Debbie made for me.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say goodbye and good luck to you. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do, stomp her toe or what, to get her to say something.
Well, there ain't nothing to say. It's a junky old 56 Chevrolet, and it needs a lot of work.
It's a junky old 56 Chevrolet, needs a lot of work. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
Okay, now I'm a horse. Thank y'all, and please like and subscribe, because I'm the horse. Yee!
Well, I thought you was more of a donkey.
No, jeepers. I ain't going there. Bye!
She calls me an old goat.
I do call him an old goat because he is. He's also a troll that needs to live under the bridge, but that's another story.
Goodbye and good luck, y'all.
Bye. Thank y'all, and please like and subscribe.